Welcome to our Forex Market Weekly Outlook for the week of October 4 to 8, 2021. This is Olugbemi, and I'm your trainer and host on MS Africa Academy. Today, we are going to be taking a look at what the market is doing for the week, how it closed last, and what we are looking to do for the this new week. Okay. If you have not subscribed to this channel, please you want to do that in support of these weekly videos. And please click like on the video. If you have comments you want us to take a look at any particular currency pair together, put it in the comment section as well. And be reminded of the launch of my new book, Ultimate Forex Trading Blueprint. If you have not ordered your copy of this book, well, you are just wasting time, because this is what will help you turn your trading business around for the better. Okay, so let's move on, but before then, please remember the disclaimer that currency trading, whether you're doing sports, you're doing cryptocurrency, commodity stocks in the market, they all have large potential reward, the same way they have large potential risk. So you want to be aware of the risk and be willing to accept them before you invest your money in the market. Okay, so let's move on to take a look at what is happening in Forex Factory for this week. Do we have any news that is of high impact this week? For Monday, all day we have OPEC meeting, and it's going to have effect on all the currency. So you want to be careful how you trade, especially if you're a short-term day trader. That's for Monday, October 4, 2021. And then on Tuesday, we have Aussie dollar and US dollar. Okay, Aussie dollar is for 1:30 a.m. All time I mention here is West African time, so please bear that in mind. So 4:30 a.m. On Tuesday for Aussie dollar, and 3 p.m. on Tuesday for US dollar. Then on Wednesday we have New Zealand dollar, 2 a.m. On same Wednesday we have for US dollar as well for 1:15 p.m. And on Thursday we have Canadian dollar for 5 p.m. On Friday we have Canadian dollar and US dollar for 1:30 p.m. All right, so we have this in mind already. So every day of the week we have high impact news. It is very important that you check them, especially if you're a short-term trader, so you don't jump into the market at the wrong time. So let's move to the chart now and see what is happening. As usual, we're going to start with DXY, which is dollar currency index, to see what the strength of the dollar is for the week and see what we are likely going to be looking to do. All right, so let's move to the weekly time frame. All right, dollar has been uptrending. Last week closed with a bullish candle, and a massive one at that. And this week is starting today. We are seeing some retracement. I expect to see some level of retracement, but in all, dollar is strong. Okay, and so that should give us an idea of how we want to trade other pairs that have US dollar in it. Let's see GBP USD. Okay, GBP USD, we were looking at a downtrend, and we surely saw a close below our support there. We saw it close below our support in the last candle, and the candle itself was already retracing. So we expect this week candle to retrace a little bit, maybe between today and tomorrow, and then we see a continuation of that trend. That's the expectation. We expect we expect movement to the downside. It may not take too long, but we expect it to move to the downside this period. If you also look at it, you see something like head and shoulder pattern forming there. Okay, so the bias is bearish, although we expect some retracement before the continuation of the bearish move. US dollar, Canadian dollar. I remember somebody asked a question on that, that we should check US dollar, Canadian dollar, I think in the last week. Okay, USD card also looks downtrending. It's been downtrending for quite some times, and then in the last couple of weeks, it began to consolidate around the 50 moving average on the weekly, and now the last 2 weeks candle have closed bearish, and so we are looking at this being bearish for now or remaining inside of the consolidation. Both of them are like the same level of strength is what we are seeing, So it's more of downtrend. I favor downtrend more, but at the same time, if I see it going, up and closing above the 1.283 area, then I'll be expecting a continuation of the uptrend that started, from this area. Then we have Euro US dollar. Euro US dollar also closed below her support in last week. We have retracement now. The retracement may move up a little more. Then by the time we see continuation, we'll start looking to trade. And so the general bias is bearish for US dollar. Sorry, that's for Euro USD. And then for USD JPY, well, it goes and close a little bit around the resistance area that we built. And the way we saw the candle closing is with a long wick above it. Okay, so we will have to be careful how we trade this week. It could mean a retracement or a correction is happening or change in direction. So it looks more like a change in direction how the candle closed with this long wick above it. So we'll keep our eyes open, but if we see it sustaining the level above the resistance, then we will start looking to buy. Okay, so you ended the USD close just by our support, and until we see it below that support before we will look to sell. For now, it remains inside of that consolidating area, and it did not go below our support. Okay, if we have it below the support, then we will start selling. But as long as it remains here, we either leave it and see what direction we want to go, or we buy for a short term. Have we checked AUD USD? AUD USD looks bearish, having it below our 50 moving average and seeing that it has retraced and continuing. However, the last 2 weeks have been consolidating, so we will also wait to see what direction this wants to take, but in all, it looks more bearish than the other ones. Okay, let's move to Euro pairs. Euro AUD looks bullish. We have it above our 50 moving average, and we have all of this looking like retracement. Last week candle was a bearish candle anyway, but it closed just by the 50 moving average. Okay, so as long as it remains above that area, we'll start looking to buy. But if we have it going and closing below the mini support here around the 1.5917, then we will start looking to sell. So I'm going to place a horizontal line there to see how that goes. Okay, so as long as it remains above this area, we will start looking to buy. Euro Canadian dollar. Euro Canadian dollar looks quite bearish. The last 2 weeks candle closed bearish, so all of this look more bearish. However, we expect some level of retracement or correction before we see the continuation on this one. Euro GBP consolidating. It remains inside of this consolidating phase for quite some number of weeks now, until we see it outside of it before we make decision. So the strength is equal, and this is expected many times because British pound and euro are from the same zone, and so whatever thing is affecting one currency is likely going to affect the other. Then we have this, which is uptrending Euro JPY, uptrending, but on the that's on the weekly, but also looking more like retracement. And last week candle closed bearish, but because of the indecision we've been seeing, down, up, down. We'll wait and see where this wants to go. If we have it closing above this mini resistance, 1.129.54, then we will start looking to buy. Euro 100. Euro 100 looks quite bearish. All right, it looks bearish. However, last week candle closed as indecision, and this candle is already going up, so we will see where this ends, but it looks more bearish, although also still inside of that consolidation. So we want to see it below the support to really make clear decision. However, it is already looking bearish. GBP AUD also has been an uptrend in market. However, we begin to see some bearish push down in the last number of weeks, and so we will keep our eyes open and our fingers crossed and see what direction this wants to go. Okay, this also looks bearish. GBP 100, it looks bearish, and also inside of consolidation. It's inside of this consolidation. You see that I have highlighted it for some times now, and it remains inside of it. So I need to see it below this area, 1.9395 area. Then I'll start making decision for the bearish move. As I expect it to be bearish. Then the GBP Canadian dollar, the GBP Canadian dollar also looks bearish. Last week and the week before closed bearish. But if this is going to sustain the bearish trend, then we expect some level of retracement first. GBP CHF also has been bearish, but it remains inside of that consolidation. We need to find it out of it, and it looks more bullish. Then we have GBP JPY. GBP JPY, well, it's also more like inside of a consolidation. Okay, so we have this pattern forming here, but before we can jump in and do our sell now, we need to see it below this area. Okay, so below that area, we'll be looking to sell because it looks bearish. Although last week candle closed as indecision, the week before also indecision. So we'll keep our eyes open because whatever clear direction it begins to take now may go for quite some extended time. Okay. So I think we'll also take a look at gold. Let's look at gold. We have been selling gold for some times now, and it began to retrace some times ago. Let's see it. Okay. Okay, so last week it retraced, and it looks like now it is coming back down. So when we see a clear direction, we jump in again for the sell. Okay, so if you look at it on the weekly, you are going to see hits like this that it's been pushing down for the last 2, 3, 4 weeks, and then last week candle retrace, but it looks like it is beginning to go down again. But we just wait to see a clear conclusion of the retracement, then we jump in and begin to do our sell. But in all, my bias still remains bearish with gold. AUD NZD, AUD NZD, last week candle close with clear bullish push. Okay, and it stopped just by our mini resistance there with that red line, and it is coming back down now. Okay, so now that it is coming down, well, it doesn't matter because this is just the beginning of the week, but the trend has been down before. So all of these last 2 weeks push could just be some correction. So if we see opportunity, we will look to do some sell until we see it clearly above this area before we start buying again. Okay, so that's basically that. I want to make this week's own as short as possible. So that's where we are going to be calling it a day on the weekly review for this week. Yes, if you have any pair that you want us to take a look at that we have not checked together, please put it in the comment section so that in the next review we can take a look at it. Okay, so this is also an invitation for you to be a part of our academy. It's a new month. If you are still looking to learn how to trade and you've been procrastinating, or you just have not been able to find that academy that is going to be of great assistance to you, the MS Africa Academy is here for you, and we are ready to hold you by the hand and work with you every step of the way. So you want to be a part of this academy, come and let's teach you how to trade right. Okay, and the book is also available, like I told you earlier, the ultimate Forex Trading Blueprint, the Money Seller's Code. You want to grab your copy now. It's available in physical copy in Nigeria and Ghana, physical hard copy, and anywhere you are around the world, you can actually order from Amazon. You can order the physical copy from Amazon. Okay, but the e-copy is also available. I have left a link below this video. Please take a look at it to learn how to buy or grab your whole copy immediately. Please enjoy the rest of your week and have a fruitful and profitable trading week. Cheers.